What is an empath and how do you know if you are one? Empaths have a highly reactive neurological system. We lack the filters that other people have to block out stimulation. As a result, we absorb positive and negative energies from our surroundings. We are so sensitive that it's as if we were holding something with 50 fingers instead of 5. We are truly exceptional responders. According to research, high sensitivity affects approximately 20% of the population, though the degree of sensitivity can vary. Empaths are frequently labeled as overly sensitive and advised to grow a thicker skin. As a children and adults, we are shamed rather than supported for our sensitivities. We may feel chronic exhaustion and a desire to withdraw from the world because it is often overwhelming. But at this point in my life, I wouldn't trade my empathic abilities for anything. It allows me to perceive the secrets of the universe and experience patience beyond my wildest dreams. Let us now delve deeper into the empath experience. Check to see if you can relate or if you have a loved one or coworker who is an empath. To begin, what is the distinction between ordinary empathy and being an empath? Ordinary empathy. Ordinary empathy is when our hearts go out to another person who is going through a difficult time. It also means that we can rejoice with others in their joy. However, as empaths, we can sense other people's emotions, energy, and physical symptoms in our bodies without the usual filters that most people have. We can feel other people's sorrow as well as their joy. We are acutely aware of their tone of voice and body movements. We can hear what they don't say in words but communicate through nonverbal communication and silence. Empaths feel first and then think, which is the polar opposite of how most people function in our overly intellectualized society. There is no barrier between us and the rest of the world. It distinguishes us from other people who have had their defenses up almost from the moment they were born. Empaths exhibit some or all of the characteristics of what psychologist Elaine Aron refers to as highly sensitive people or HSPs. A low threshold for stimulation, a need for alone time, sensitivity to light, sound and smell, and an aversion to large groups are among these characteristics. Furthermore, highly sensitive people take longer to relax after a long day because their system's ability to transition from high stimulation to quiet and calm is lower. Empaths, on the other hand, expand on the experience of the highly sensitive person. We can detect subtle energy, known as Shakti or Prana in Eastern healing traditions, and we absorb it into our own bodies. People who are extremely sensitive are unlikely to do so. This ability allows us to have profound experiences with the energies around us. We energetically internalize the feelings, pain, and various physical sensations of others because everything is made of subtle energy, including emotions and physical sensations. We frequently have difficulty distinguishing someone else's discomfort from our own. Furthermore, some empaths have profound spiritual and intuitive experiences that are not typically associated with highly sensitive people. Some empaths can communicate with animals, nature, and their inner guides. However, being a highly sensitive person and an empath are not mutually exclusive. You can be both. Check to see if you are related to one or more of these types to see if you are an empath. Empaths are classified into several types. Empaths with physical abilities. You are particularly sensitive to other people's physical symptoms and have a tendency to absorb them into your own. You can also be energized by someone else's sense of well-being. Empaths who feel emotions. You're primarily pick up on other people's emotions and can become a sponge for their happy and sad feelings. Empaths with intuitive abilities. You have unusual perceptions such as enhanced intuition, telepathy, message in dreams, animal and plant communication, and contact with the other side. The following are the various types and how they work. In the present moment, telepathic empaths receive intuitive information about others. Precognitive empaths have visions of the future while awake or asleep. Dream empaths are avid dreamers who can receive intuitive information from their dreams that aids and guides them in their own lives. Mediumship empaths can communicate with spirits on the other side. Plant empaths are people who can sense the needs of plants and connect with their essence. Earth empaths are sensitive to change in our planet's atmosphere, solar system, and weather. Animal empaths can tune in to and communicate with animals. Empaths have a wide range of sensitivities that are beautifully nuanced. You could be one of the above types in subsequent chapters. I also discuss specific types of physical and emotional empaths, such as food empaths, who are sensitive to the energy of foods and relationships, and sexual empaths, who are sensitive to the mood, sensuality, and physical heart of their partners and friends. As you learn to recognize your unique talents, you will discover that they can not only enrich your life but also be used for the benefit of others. So, what makes someone an empath? Many factors can play a role. Some babies have a more sensitive temperament than others when they are born. It is visible when they emerge from the womb. They are significantly more sensitive to light, smells, touch, movement, temperature, and sound. Furthermore, based on my observation with friends and workshop participants, some sensitivity may be genetically transmitted. Highly sensitive children can be born to mothers and fathers who share the same characteristic. Parenting also has an impact. Adult sensitivity levels can be affected by childhood neglect or abuse. Early trauma, such as emotional or physical abuse, or being raised by alcoholic, depressed, or narcissistic parents, have been experienced by a portion of the empaths I have treated. This has the potential to erode the normal, healthy defenses that a child raised by nurturing parents develops. These children typically do not feel seen by their families, and they also feel invisible in a larger world that doesn't value sensitivity. However, empaths have not learned to defend against stress in the same way that others have. In this regard, we differ. Because our threshold for sensory overload is extremely low, noxious stimuli such as an angry person, crowds, noise, or bright light can agitate us.